MPT ladies, you ready? Let's go.
Of the Melanin Pillow Talk. So, full disclosure, today we might hurt some feelings, but please,
Get into it.
Nice. We're just speaking facts. So, girls, I'm sure we all have Instagram, and we know that every girl on Instagram is looking like Nicki Minaj.
Looking like what?
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Okay.
So now I want to ask you guys. Do you think they're just doing it just because, or is there insecurities that's making them change, their body, like modify their bodies?
I mean, when it comes to body modification, it's a personal thing. I wouldn't know why somebody's doing it, but for me, I feel like it's an insecurity because if you love the body you're in, I don't see why I have to need to go change something if I love the body I'm in.
Right.
Now, if I feel like, okay, my tummy's too big, my butt is, I don't know, too small, whatever the case may be. But then again, it comes from social media, pressure on social media just because you want to look like a particular person.
Sometimes I think, sorry, I'm working on this, cut people off. Sometimes I think what it is that you may see this person living a certain lifestyle because they have this body, right? So if you want to live that, you aspire to live that same lifestyle, that's when you may go and get your body done. And sometimes you may not be as insecure because I feel like there's spectrums, but because you want to imitate this person's lifestyle, you go and do what this person is doing.
Yeah.
So
like social media, like right now, and the society is what decides what's like cool.
Right.
Because there was a time where everybody wants to be what's pretty is considered being stick skinny,
That's
like model
true.
skinny. And then now, like when Kim Kardashian and all these people started coming out, now being thick is a thing.
Thick.
But like the black people and the Africans always been thick, and that's not pretty.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
now, like in in Hollywood or whatever you want to call it, hip hop world, now being thick is beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's like you really have to like have your mind straight because you don't know in the next 10 years what's gonna be cool.
And you guys remember, like, for me, like maybe 10 years back, or let me say even 15 years back, like watching like music videos, it used to be all skinny women.
Yeah.
Like you would not find a thick lady or even a bigger lady. On nobody's set.
Yeah.
It was all skinny ladies. But now it's like, I mean, skinny waist, big butt. Like that's the new thing. Like,
and a lot of it is so unattractive to me because there's no individuality. Like, there's no individuality, so it's so like unattractive to me, like seeing the same woman. Like if you see a group of women hanging out like in the club or wherever your environment you're in, like they literally look like they use the same doctor.
Right.
I'm like, girl,
And
like
this thing is getting unhealthy because like literally people using them snatch, what they call
the waist
waist trainers,
trainers.
and they're saying that's not even healthy for like your ribs or whatever because your ribs are breaking.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got it's looking abnormal.
They can,
like,
and they
it's looking abnormal in a lot of
they
areas.
can care less, which is the saddest thing. And a lot of them are even doing it for like men to get certain attention from different men, like which is where the real insecurity is at. Like, so you couldn't get. And it was like, what were you doing before this? Did you not get a man before you got your body done? Like,
because at the end of the day, when I really think about it, I'm like, if it wasn't to impress the opposite sex, would we really do it? Like if a man says like what's beautiful now is a small waist and a big butt, like we're really doing it to impress, I feel, the opposite sex.
I don't think it's the man that says that. I think it's the society, like media, or entertainment industry brings it up. It's not the men. The men just accept what is.
Well, who is
But you're
who
doing
is
it for right.
who is the media and who is the entertainment industry?
Right.
That's mostly men.
Yeah.
So they are the society that we're speaking of, because it's not women doing it to other women. We might have like a small percentage, but it's mostly the men that's encouraging, whether it's the music video, the songs they're singing. Like Fabulous came out with, like, we have to leave Slim Thick right now. Now everybody want to be associated with being Slim Thick. Like,
yeah, it's definitely society. So I don't even know what it is. Like, it's this movement. I don't know what it is we're gonna do, because not even just body, it even comes to the color of your skin.
yeah,
You know, you got like where dark skin is not considered beautiful, light skin is considered beautiful. Who is making these definitions? And then now kids are growing up and they're like, okay, beautiful is light skinned.
Yeah.
You know, natural hair is not pretty, straight hair is pretty. Like, who is defining, you know?
well, I think
things.
those
Yeah.
were the rules at one point, but now people are taking
people
power
are
now.
getting involved,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're taking that power back, because now the whole natural hair phenomenon, like the whole, dark skin bringing dark skin back as melanin when it was already there, But it's just all about people just understanding and realizing their self-worth, and like stepping out, like, that's not just cute. Even like wanting to be not people who, the slim women who are trying to bring slim back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're finally like standing up to society and saying, no, I'm not accepting this. And so there are a lot of women now even trying to take out the butt plants and trying to remove the breast implants.
Yes.
Like, girl, make up your mind, figure out who you are, and please do that. Stop. I hate trend followers. I don't hate y'all.
because we all follow trends.
No, I really try my best not to follow trends. I just despise trend followers.
So how?
I feel like you need to pick and choose what you are following when it
Yeah,
comes
or
to trends.
if you really like something, do it because you really like it. Don't do it because it's hot. It's just that you may have already liked that thing, but it became now it's in trend, but it's already been who you were. But if you on every train, every bandwagon, it's a problem.
Yeah. All right, guys. So speaking about bandwagon, the streets have been talking, y'all. The women we are on. The pressure is on. We're doing a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you think are some of the things that women will have to do to keep your man? Because the men don't stay that long, honey.
Have to do,
Women
or
do.
do women do? Because I
don't
don't
have
think
to
you
do nothing.
have to do nothing. No.
Okay, let's just do what women do. What some
Okay.
of these women do to keep your man? Like, cause
the number one thing I would say is faking pregnancies.
Faking pregnant. Do you know
gotta fake it till
they
you
even
make it.
have websites where you can create the sonogram and like people are selling these fake pregnancy tests.
but these men deserve it though. What are you
saying?
saying?
Like,
Let's be honest. Like, wait a minute. Sometimes you gotta, scare him a little. Like, don't play with me.
No, but they deserve the fake pregnancy.
No, but literally some women go overboard. Like, they go get the fake belly bump. They get the fake seriously, that's like overboard.
So you
I
want
mean, how long are
savage?
you
You
gonna
want
keep
you?
going?
Let's just be honest though. There's sometimes, like it's like we've been in a relationship. Where's it going? I need to know where we're at.
So asking, like,
surprise.
listen. So asking to see if y'all on the same page is not enough.
To shaking your relationship up.
Yes. Oh, bring some
Like,
excitement.
mm.
Okay, bring some.
Shake it up. Like,
You bring
what's
some
up?
excitement.
So after you
So
shake
what
it,
are
what
some crazy
happens?
things you've done?
Today when I knew I should have left.
Okay,
That
yeah.
was definitely a crazy one.
Yeah.
I would say the same too. Staying when I
No,
knew
I think mine is washing.
See, I never did.
Cook. Yeah, I cook.
No, cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
Right? Team cooking and cleaning.
I cook a little sometimes, but I'm not gonna cook to keep you.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily to keep him, but like these are things that you feel like you need to do. Like you feel like you need
To prove yourself like wifey
Exactly.
material.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, you're a
mistake
wifey
that
material.
most women do. You're not get married. There's no ring on your finger, but you're acting like a wife. He's not gonna wife
But
you.
that was when I was young and dumb.
What is that? You're giving away the milk.
But the thing is,
Right.
the thing I think maybe you have talked about before, that if you're like naturally a clean person and you're dating
It
a
would just-
guy,
that's
right?
the thing.
And you go to their house and they look a hot mess, naturally you'll feel like, you know
Exactly.
what?
You need to do that to
Like
help
even
them.
just like it's a friend.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's about what are your intentions.
Yeah.
Don't do it because if I do this, I'm gonna
You're trying to prove your worth. Yeah, you're trying to
No,
prove
you
your worth.
clean because
How about
you're a woman.
how about you clean the next time I come here because I can't.
Girl, you talking? Have you been in love?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
If you're interested,
if you're
interested in somebody, you're just gonna do these things because you care about them and you want to help them out. Like you're gonna do it naturally.
Yeah,
but don't do it to like
prove your worth or try to like keep him.
And you know when you have like the in-laws who will just like use you. You could be dating a guy. You could be dating a guy and like his mother, his sister. If you have a bad mother-in-law, sister-in-law, whatever, they will use you. They will use you. Like you'll be washing, cleaning, cooking, mopping. You will literally be acting like a maid servant. And at the end of the day, he's still not gonna wife you. And that's when like you are gonna be heartbroken.
And that's when you fake the pregnancy. You see where
that's where it comes in.
And then you just get him because you're not gonna let him go scotch free. Yeah.
Do not listen to that.
Whatever.
No. Like another thing
let
though.
them go scotch free after doing that to you. Anyway.
Oh Lord. Another thing though is.
But after doing what to you? All of what you just said.
Yes.
Listen,
no, but it can be very painful. Like you know, like you know, like you date somebody when you slave, you cook, clean, do all of these things, and at the end of the day, he doesn't give you a ring. 2 months later, he gives somebody else a ring.
And
then you see his wedding
and you
invitation.
told me you're not gonna fake that pregnancy.
Why is she stuck on this pregnancy? Like what the heck?
If I let me ask Amma a legit question, have you done that before?
No,
that's
because
not
the way you have the
so
opportunity, I will really do it. You gotta pay them back, whatever.
See, I have this friend. Okay, she wasn't my friend, guys. She wasn't my friend, but I used to be in the same school, right? This girl was with this guy. The guy was beating her up. You know, she was doing everything, cleaning. The guy was, beating her up and all that. And then the guy is now married to somebody else. I saw it on Instagram. This girl is busy dancing shaku at the guy's wedding. I'm like,
the one
she
was
went to the wedding?
Yeah, she went to the
Like, how do you do that? Like,
she went to the wedding.
do that.
It's the saddest.
No, I'm like,
it goes back to what we saying about like knowing your worth.
right. This girl was like, taking pictures, selfies with them, like, hey. After beating her up,
that's wild.
Let me tell you what that is. That's rejection because he rejected her. That's why she still wanted to keep in contact with him because it wasn't her. If she broke it off, she wouldn't have wanted to. She wouldn't have been there.
And it doesn't matter if you know your wedding. If you break up with me and you're having a wedding, what am I going to do over there?
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't want anything to do with the guy is married. The guy calls her and be like, hey, my wife is out of town. Do you want to come over? She is going to go.
They're not done.
But isn't that maybe an African thing? Because like
that's very
like for example, not to put businesses out there and stuff, but like I've heard, and even like in my marriage, like where the ex invites you to their wedding and y'all still cool.
No, I grew up in the hood. That's very much hood mentality types. I mean, that don't even have to be hood. Just because I'm not in like affluential circles don't mean that they doing it there either. But I'm just saying that's not just like
if you didn't have a bad breakup and you moved on and they moved on and they invite you to your wedding, you won't go?
No, that's fine. I'm talking about what she's talking about.
Okay,
you dogged me out.
Right, that's different.
Being dogged out and talking about I'm at your wedding, celebrate. What am I doing at your wedding? But she just said
forgiveness.
She just said he decided. She decided.
No. Forgiveness. I'm gonna show you. I rose above it.
No, she didn't finish. She said she is the side piece.
Oh,
you didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
that's what she doing there. Yeah.
But
now she's going over.
But guys, like since we were still talking about the women and the stuff that they be doing, and I wanted to bring up like a lot of women feeling they have to give up their bodies, have sex with these men for them to not go elsewhere. Some of them be like, you have to have sex with this man twice a day. You have to make sure that your vagina. I mean, let's be honest. There are things that I don't know people that go through this, but I used to watch a show called Wags, and they say you have to make sure even your vagina, everything is right, because they even go for like vaginal rejuvenation and all these things. Make sure that everything's right. If you're not giving it to him, somebody out there will give it to him. So how do you guys feel about that? Like, do you feel like you're gonna have to have excess sex with your person so that
sex?
Yeah, because it's not regular. If you're having it twice a day, I don't know.
But I feel like if a man is gonna cheat,
twice a day is not regular.
If you wanna have
yes,
I didn't know. It just depends on your drive. So it just depends on your drive.
Thank you, Maxine. Can you kind of elaborate on that? Because not every woman,
I had to say what she was saying. You say that over there. You say if he gonna cheat on you, he gonna
he gonna cheat.
If he's gonna cheat on you, he's gonna gonna cheat on you.
Yeah.
You can't do monkey style. You can't jump from
Monkey
here.
style.
Yeah, you can't do every style in this
Like
world.
you could be tier 1
whatever.
A1 doing everything that
Yeah,
you
if
could
he's gonna
possibly
do it, he's
do.
gonna do
If
it.
they're gonna
That's
cheat,
true.
they're gonna cheat.
But like Maxine said also though, like it depends on the person's drive. Like if you have a high sex drive and he does, and you guys,
There's
So
nothing-
make sure
there's
you have
nothing
to make
wrong
sure
with
you
that.
have to jail. I'm
Yeah.
not, if I have a high sex drive, I'm not gonna go with somebody who just wants to have sex once every 5 months. Like, you know, like that's what you
But
have to
no,
know
that's
your
important. You do
partner.
have to know that, or you just have these conversations beforehand, so you're not
Yeah.
surprised.
But that's
You know
not.
what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
not the problem. The problem is the woman feeling that she has to do more above and beyond for the guy to stay. If y'all
Right.
are together and that's what you choose to do 5 times a day and that works for you and you at home all day, that's fine. But if I feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, like it's almost like fear behind it. It's
Yeah.
not like love behind it. It's like fear based. And a lot of women out here, young girls too, they'll like young boy in high school will be like, if you don't have sex with me, oh, you don't love me. If you don't have sex
I've
with
heard
me,
that.
No, that is
before.
like
that
this
is
thing is
true.
serious where women are like literally like, and they don't know their worth. We're talking about worth again. They don't know their worth and they feel they have to do it.
Yeah.
So that's a different like
That's even like what she was saying, like you cleaning and cooking and you doing all this because you feel like you need to do it to keep him, and you're doing it. There's fear behind all of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Than what you're doing because you're fearful of like losing this person.
him.
I'd be like,
I'm-
boy, bye.
I'm
Boy,
not.
bye.
And also women who are like yes women. Because sometimes like a man will beat you, you do this to you, do that to you, go out, cheat on you, do all of these things to you, but like just the fear of losing him. So you just sit back
Yeah,
and just
you
like take
it,
everything
yeah.
in. Right. By the end of the day, you're still gonna lose him.
Yeah.
Because
I say if Beyonce could be cheated on, if there's women, beautiful
is
women
so-
out
oh
here,
my gosh.
if there's beautiful women out here who are like, dating this basketball players and whoever can be cheated on, anybody can be cheated on.
They might have a
You
stinky
know that
attitude,
saying,
so-
you know that saying, show me the most beautiful woman in the world and I can show you a man that don't want her.
Yeah.
Like, it's facts. Like, beauty is not like everything. Beauty
Everything,
is
that's
great.
true.
You know,
Yeah.
men like women that other men admire, but that's not what's gonna keep him at the end of the day.
But
So
not even the outward
even-
beauty. There's some women who are internally beautiful.
And
They're
I think
there
that's
for
the
you.
saddest
They're
thing.
supportive.
I
They're
think-
loyal. Everything.
yeah.
Like look at Khloe Kardashian. I mean, look. I feel like when she get with a man, she be like,
You know what?
no, let's forget about
No,
everything
no,
else.
no, I
But when
want
she
you to
gets in
land
a
first.
relationship, when she gets in a relationship, I'm giving an example based
Yeah,
on what
she
I
is
watched.
a relationship.
When she gets in a
yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
she's there for you.
Yeah.
She supports
She loves
you.
hard.
She cleans for.
She does.
I don't know what other mess they're doing, but just in the relationship, I even just saw her first husband how she even treated him.
Yeah.
He still ended up going out there. So it's like,
And especially with the means that she has, she literally treats them like kings, and they still.
so what we gonna do? What's the solution? I mean,
I
what are you
think-
gonna say? I'm right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say for Chloe, I think first of all, she's a lover and
Yeah.
she's so amazing. I absolutely love her, but she just picks the wrong guys, and there are so many women out here who just pick the wrong guys.
That's
Just like
true.
just my luck.
like
I
guys who are
always tend to
unavailable.
pick the
Yeah.
wrong man.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I don't know. I'm sure there's so many men who pursue her, but it's just you just like what you like, honestly.
Yeah.
That's true.
The end.
But sometimes also, like, I believe, like, you attract what you
yeah.
give.
But-
Like, for example, if you have, like, certain issues, like, if you, feel like if you're prone to, like, getting beat up by a man being abusive to you, you
That's
think
it.
that's kind of okay. You kind of attract that.
That's true.
I'm
Well,
like,
then what does that say about Chloe then? See, that's what you're digging
Yeah.
deep right now.
Yeah.
What is that saying about Chloe? Because we
Yeah.
can see we can see what they're showing us, but we don't know what's really going on in the household in her mind. You know, those personal moments we don't know. She has a lot of money to cover a lot of those things up, but what is that saying about her then? If she's tracking the same type of man over
Yeah.
and over and over.
man.
That's
At the end of the
definitely
day, just I think boils down to knowing your worth. Because if a man comes and he's not treating you right the first time, and you're like, I'm not gonna take this. A man knows what you're gonna take and what you're not gonna take.
Yeah.
And if you
True.
like show him that yes, I can take this. I'm gonna forgive you 5 times. He's gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
I believe in giving a second chance, but me personally, after that second,
I was reading something on social media the other day. I guess this person had just written a book, and somebody took a picture of an excerpt that she wrote, and they were saying how the title was or the subtitle was, I kept taking him back because I wanted to win. Or something, meaning like because he's cheating on you with these different women, but because you want to see these women see that you're still in this relationship. He chose you after all of this. You're the winner at the end of the day. You have something to prove. Yeah, and it's like you took all this from him, but you didn't win at the end of the day. You still lost. Whether you even if you're married to this person with a ring on your finger, you still lost because this man dogged you out so many times in front of friends and family, and he probably still continually doing it in that marriage because you allowed it all this time anyway. Are you really winning? You know?
There's a saying, like, a man changes for the woman he loves.
Yes.
So, I think that is that should be like the mindset for every woman. If he ever acts any way towards you and you're like, you know what, first you talk about it and you know, I don't know, like she said, I give you a second chance, you know what, after that you keep doing the same thing, you're not going to change. You change for who you love and it's not me. So.
I used to date this guy.
It's so simple, man.
I used to date this guy years ago. This was like one of my young relationships. I think I was 19 and everything. And he was in the streets, right? So he was the type of guy.
Wow.
Oh, that would have never. She's trying to give you some information.
No. So he was like really in the streets, right? And so like relationships prior to me, and from what I know, relationships after me, he was very abusive to different women. But to me, I've never, because I'm not that type of person that, a man is going to think they're going to put their hands on me. He used to call me this crazy Haitian. Because the one time we were play fighting, and he even hit me too hard. A knife came. All these things. But what I want to say is that's so very true. Like, a man will change for the right woman. Like, he never put his hand on me. It was certain things that he never did to me that in the relationships before and the relationship after me, he did. You know what I'm saying? So women have to be careful of that.
But I think that man was just scared of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't afraid. I was just the type of person, I knew who I was, and even at that point at 19, I'm like, this is just not going to happen. There's certain things you would not accept.
But I didn't think he changed, because if he did it to the person after you,
but I'm saying he didn't.
Exactly.
But he didn't. I'm saying change for that person, person he's with, not change overall. But he'll change for his
that means that's just fake. It's more like it's just kind of what is it? They've just kind of hidden it. It's still there because, for example, maybe if you were to marry him,
after a while, it will definitely.
It's coming back. Chris ain't changed.
No, it wasn't. No, it's not. No, it's not.
You don't have to leave. You will die together.
I cannot.
She said, no, I'm going to die here.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, either you would leave or
something.
Yeah.
So, Lynette, do you have anything that, your past relationships that you had to do to keep a man?
No. So because I've always been like, even if we deal with like certain insecurities about ourselves, I knew my worth is like in Christ. I knew like my worth, that I was a good woman, that had good things to offer. So, and I've also never attracted nobody crazy. I always had good guys who like loved me, who respected me, and I thank God for that, even if it didn't work out. But I'm not changing myself for anybody. If you don't like me, for me, like, get that next person, because I'm okay with me. So that's my thing.
What about you, Amma?
I feel like you kind of change subconsciously.
That's what it is.
You don't even realize yourself changing. Like, you start doing, because for me, I'm a lover. I feel like I'm a clone.
That just girl's a sucker.
I am such a loser.
I love
a sucker.
Like the way she sucks.
You start doing the things that they like.
That's not bad though.
Yeah. Like, my friend will call me.
Thank you.
My girlfriend.
Thank you.
Like, that's how I am. Like, things, but and people will tell you that, you're changing. Like, you're acting different. But to me, I'm like, no, I'm fine. But it's because I just really care for you and I like you. And I'm not trying to prove my worth to you, but I'm just a sucker.
But you see, now there's a level of change that's normal. Like, you're in love. Like, maybe you don't have as much time for your friends. Like, normal kind of change.
Balance.
But when we're talking balance, but when we're talking about that extreme change that people can't recognize you anymore.
No.
That's when I'm like, I'm not
is that the one that you just like seclude yourself? You cut everybody out. That's
and then when the guy breaks up with you, now you're
going to
depressed,
come back.
Like, nobody's trying to take you back.
And hear about all your problems.
Right.
And cry about it.
But me personally, I don't think I've had to like do something like extremely different from what I do like on my day-to-day like lifestyle. But I think when I was dating this particular guy, I just saw myself like cooking, cleaning, like
being a caregiver.
Yeah, like being a caregiver type of, you know.
I thought they said men like that though.
But no, it's not bad. He never asked me to do it, but like I'm saying, I just saw myself doing it. And it wasn't like I was doing it to try to keep him. It's just like natural. Like I just had to do it. It felt like I had to do it. Even though his mom was there, and that's his mom's job. But then I felt like, and then we were in the same house. Like we were living, you know, together. So it just felt like, okay, you need to take care of him. You need to cook for him. You need to cook. You need to do his laundry type of thing. But I wasn't trying to like keep him or anything. Like it was just natural.
That's totally different. Like things like, for example, like you don't even like sports, and because he likes sports, now you want to watch soccer because you
I had to do that.
I mean,
that's
all
normal.
women do that.
That's normal.
That's bonding time right there. And I would
think
think things you have interest in, he would take interest in too. That's that's definitely normal.
Can I say something though? If you're a woman who naturally enjoys like being a caregiver or playing that caregiving role in a relationship,
it comes out.
Is it necessarily him milking the cow or having his cake and eating it too if you're not married and you're already like doing all of this, you know, like cooking, cleaning?
I think
it's okay for y'all to eat. Like you're gonna have to eat, so you have to cook. But I mean, like going above and beyond, doing laundry, you know, just being plain wifey without the title.
Like you said, if you're a natural caregiver, that one is different. But I don't like the situation where some guys will just take the piss and like let you do it. It's kind of like it's your job.
But she did it though. But
she did it. But when it's expected, that's when you're doing the most.
No, what I'm saying is like, don't feel like it's an entitlement. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you feel like, okay, this morning I need you to go do the laundry. I need you to go cook for me type of thing. Let me do it because I want to.
And then he appreciates it when it's done.
I disagree.
When I was with my ex, he was doing the laundry. Gloria is not going to do the laundry.
Okay.
You would do the laundry.
Why?
Gloria's not going to take out the trash. You would take out the trash.
I mean, trash.
Yeah. The trash, So, I mean, I wasn't doing over.
You were doing your laundry?
Yeah, all of us. Hello. It's all together, so.
It's what?
I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with that, but the way you sound like it's like he should do it.
No, he should, but I mean, like.
You're not a laundry person, so you prefer it.
I will do the laundry, but I cannot sort them out and all that. It will take weeks, so you have to do it.
But while you're doing other things like
like I cook sometimes.
So I have balance.
Sometimes I come back from work. Maybe I'm earlier. Like he gets home earlier before I do. He's already cooked the food and something. So I wasn't really like I have to cook. I have to do this.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't really doing all.
So you guys live together. So do you feel like with everything that you were doing, like you won't get a ring? Or what?
For us living together?
No. From you living together, doing all what you're doing.
So another ring part.
I mean, I just want to know your mindset. Like when.
We have plans, you know, of getting, you know, married and whatever, but you know, other stuff happened that we'll have to talk about next episode. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna just pause on this for now, and we'll revisit it next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe,
and share this video with all.
And follow us on IG. We want to hear your comments.
Yes, comment. You wanna if you think Amma was tripping, let us know. If you think Gloria's annoying, let us know.
No, all we want to know is what's the craziest thing you felt like you had to do to keep a man or keep your girl. Because some of these guys out here, they listen. Don't sleep on them. They do the most too. Okay, y'all do the most.
Okay.
Bye. Let us know in the comments. Bye.